Hello and welcome to this, the final mini-sode from Thavorn here in Phuket in Thailand. It's the Miss Universe New Zealand finalist retreat and it's coming to an end. And we've all got to go home to cold New Zealand, but not quite yet, and not before we have told you again what we've been doing over the last few days. So first up to tell you that about, guess what it might be, you know, what we've been doing here for the last few days. Yeah, it's about eating. Come in, Zeta. Doesn't look like she eats, does she really? But there you go. Zeta, another meal, another day, another meal. Where were we?
So we went to Banthai Resort and Spa, which is located in Patong, the shopping centre in Phuket.
Right.
We were treated to yet another lunch, which consisted of an appetiser, a main and a dessert. And what was even more amazing was they catered to dietary requirements for the girls, such as gluten-free and vegetarian.
Oh, lots of dietary requirements. I don't have any, I just eat anything. The great thing was that resort's right in the centre of Patong, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Patong's kind of the happening place, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's where to go shopping, and also if you're into clubs.
Yeah. You're not into clubs though.
No, not particularly.
No, it's kind of, and that resort's actually right on the beach. So we have to do something to work off our eating. Thank you, Zeta. We had to do something to work off our eating. So, well, no, we didn't really. We just had another meal, and we had this fantastic meal again. That was lunch yesterday, then dinner, and dinner was here at the resort, and possibly, well, actually, the most special dinner that we've had on retreat. Talk us through kind of the setup, where it was, and what we were doing.
Sure. Yeah, so last night we were treated to a nice VIP dinner, and it was just at Thavorn, and it was just on the beach side. As soon as we walked in, there was like amazing food, and we had little VIP seats for the finalists and for the VIP Nigel, and we got to meet the owners as well. We had amazing entrees. There was like a fresh sushi station. Oh, hello.
Hi, my name's Sophia. Nice to meet you.
The mains were good, but my favorite was the dessert area. There was this little dessert. It's called surprise Thai dessert, and I had it, and it was covered in banana leaves. And when I had it, I was like pretty scared because it's a surprise, you know. But when I had it, it was really good. I think it was coconut. I don't know, but I had 5.
See,
I had 5.
she's grown. Hey, Shek, you've got Filipino heritage, haven't you?
Yeah, I do.
So the cuisine here for you similar to Filipino or different?
It's kind of different. Philippines has more rice. They have more noodles here, but it's good. I love it because they have a lot of spicy food, and I love spicy food.
Yeah, if you like spicy food, Thailand is the place. And there were some local media there last night to ask you questions. I don't know where all that's going to appear, but did you do some photos and some interviews with them?
I had some photos, but no interviews.
Oh, well, the photos would be lovely. Just don't eat too much. Fantastic. All right, now, as if that wasn't enough, one more dinner before we got away. And it was last night, the night before? No, last night. Thavorn was the night before. It's just such a blur after a while, and that was at Palm Seaside. So to tell me all about, oh no, it's you, Renee. You're not going to tell me about that dinner, are you? You're going to tell me more. Let's talk about the resort. What's been your favourite part of being on this retreat at this resort?
For me, it's definitely been the staff have been amazing. Wherever you go, they greet you, they say hello, they're so friendly, and I mean, we do have an awesome pool. We've got our private owned beach. Our rooms look out to amazing scenery everywhere. It's just amazing.
The almsgiving ceremony with the monks was an awesome experience and was quite actually spiritually moving for some of the girls because we'd never experienced anything like it before. As a part of the ceremony, we kneeled down and we gave the monks some fruit, vegetables, curry, rice and water, and in return they gave us a blessing. And then some of the girls actually went off and learned about meditation and got to meditate with them.
And there's so much to do, like you can do Muay Thai boxing, there's cooking classes. I know some of the girls have been doing some cooking classes. And there's a Thai language class, just in case you want to come back and live here. There's kind of everything. So really, to be honest, you don't really need to go anywhere, do you?
No, you don't. And you've even got a nice spa, and you've got You know?
Yeah, very special spa, like big spa, you know, with big pagoda thing, and you go in and you can be massaged and prodded. And I actually went there and I said, I'll have the firm massage, and after one pass I went, no, I'll have the soft one. Thank you very much indeed. All right, thank you, Renee. So last night was the final dinner, and tell us about that. Someone who knows a bit about food, because your dad is the chef, Sophia. What are you going to tell him about the food that you've had here in Thailand?
Well, the cuisine is a lot different, especially at the dinner we had last night. The flavours are completely different. So I think in New Zealand it's more salty, sugary, kind of westernised almost, you know, so we're used to that, our taste buds are used to that. But here it's more spices and there's a lot of lime infused. And
there is a lot of lime, isn't there? And I know a couple of days ago you had that one where they made the papaya salad.
Yes,
for you,
yes. I got that on film and everything as well. So that
did you go for the spicy one?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you a bit of a spice junkie?
Yes, I definitely am. Wow.
If you're a spice junkie, this really kind of is the place for you, because they do know how to just throw those chilies in. So that was Twinpalms. What a great dinner that was too. So coming to the end, as I said, coming to the end of our time here, let's just, hey, maybe have a little bit of a recap over some of the things we do, that we have done over the time here. Irene, where's Irene? Are you? Yes, Irene, come in. Now, the first night, we went off to Patong. It was the only time we went to Patong, wasn't it? And we went to Walking Street.
Yeah.
How was that?
Well, it was amazing. Like, I guess like no one would ever think it's like, well, it was definitely not an atmosphere that you could see in New Zealand. Like, there were lights everywhere. People were...
There wasn't a lot of walking going on inside the bars, where there were poles. They weren't doing a lot of walking at all, a lot of jumping up and down. And I think it was lots of fitness centres along that walking street, maybe. But the shopping's great. The shopping's great in Thailand. There's lots of stalls, lots of knockoff gear if you want it. And have you bought anything?
Yes, I did. Actually, I got to get some really nice things for really cheap. Like, soaps were just like for 100 baht, which is like $4 in New Zealand.
Yeah, I've got to share something with you about Irene. So she's just said 100, and so she's now got those numbers in her head and she's flicking them around because she's number obsessed. So you go off and add those numbers up, and I'll see you at the end. All right, so that was a little bit of shopping in Patong. And Johandi, where's Johandi? Johandi, come in and tell us about. Let's remind ourselves of the boat trips we had. We had that one that went to the island cruise. How was that?
Oh, I loved it. I love being on boats. It was really awesome, and the islands were so pretty as well.
Because we went swimming out there, and the sea is kind of warm, isn't it?
Oh yes, it's lovely.
It's just weird. You get in and you go, oh, this is warm. This is warmer than anything I've ever. This is warmer than a bath. I'm staying in here. I don't want to get out. And then we did the other island trip, which was, of course, that romantic island, which was kind of cool too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Johandi. And Sophie, get in here. Because we mentioned it in one of our minisodes before, but we really we've just got to share that Hanuman experience all over again. What did you make of that?
I absolutely loved it, especially the customer service. They gave us these amazing t-shirts, and we had 6 staff assigned to us, and they were just incredible.
You kind of need the staff though, don't you? Because it's kind of not something you do on your own. There's kind of a lot to remember, isn't there? Don't touch this, don't touch that, do this. We got up to some pretty amazing speeds.
Definitely, we got really, really fast, and I know that definitely some of the girls were really scared, but because we had those amazing staff, they really took care of us, and lots of girls got over their fears, so it was awesome to do that. And I
mean, adventure is such a big thing for New Zealanders. I reckon the Hanuman experience for Kiwis, they would just love it, because it goes on. How long did it go on for?
Went on for a couple of hours, and there were over 28 platforms, and there were like bridges, there were different zip lines, there were a couple of drops. It was really, really incredible. It was really cool.
And I did it too. Yeah, but they had this thing, right? So there's a maximum weight limit, and they asked me how much I weighed, and I told them. And then the organizer went over to our organizer and said, would you mind just getting that gentleman over there to come and hit the scales? Yeah, I was pretty close to the upper limit. So whenever I was going down the zip line, they'd radio ahead and go, big boy coming, big boy coming. Again, don't kick me. Oh my God. Look, girls, everybody come in, because this is it. We're kind of out of here now. We finished our retreat. We're going to be heading back to New Zealand and, of course, getting ready for the grand final, which is on Saturday, August 12, Skycity. You can see it. It's going to be live streaming in HD. You can see it wherever you are in the world. But from all of us here in Thailand to all of you watching, keep following us on Facebook. But for now, bye. See you later.